So the next term is server response code. So there are several codes that an SEO analyst or someone who is in the field of search engine optimization should know. First one is 301 redirect. So whenever we redirect from one domain to another, we need to focus on 301 redirect because it helps us to pass on the link juice, that is the power of one domain to another domain. 404 error, that is page not found. So whenever there is a certain page is not available for a particular website, this error will be thrown. So if I search some random product or if I visit some random page on Flipkart or Amazon, they will throw a 404 error. 500 error, that is server error, means your server is not available, there is a problem with your hosting or your traffic's too much, so server is delaying the response. If a web crawler finds 500 server error, they think that your website is not available or you are not working on your website. So they throw the ranking a bit down. If they again found in the next scroll that you have 500 server error, they think that you are not working on your website again. So they throw your site a bit back in the rank again. And if they find 500 server error again, they think that you are not working on your website or you have left your website and you are not using your website. So they will throw at some 100 or 200 pages. 200 response code means that your website is running fine, everything is fine, your server is fine, all pages are fine. So it's a thumbs up. Next thing is technical SEO. So this involves all the thing that is related to your website. That is the coding part, the HTML structure, your page speed, how you are doing the keyword stuff on your website, your header, your meta tags, all the reference link and everything. We have a separate section, whole section, on which we will be discussing about technical SEO. Next is site crawlers and a spider. So we have already discussed that. Next term is proxies. So if we want to visit a website that has just allowed your IP address, or you want to hide your IP address, or you want to just use some other country's IP address, you want to hide your location, we use proxy. Proxies can be used for good or bad depending on the user. So if I'm going to visit a particular site, suppose this website, and my IP address is 1.1.1.1, and I want to visit this particular website but want to hide my IP. So what I do is I will use a proxy server. This server will have its own IP, that is IP 2.2.2.2. So my location will be hidden, my IP will be hidden, and the website will be using the fake IP that I am using. Next term is content spinner. This is a black hat technique. So what users do is they write a good content or they copy a good content from a one site and they just use content spinner. So there is an article, there is a blog post from a high authority site which is quite long, 500 word or 600 word. So they use the content spinner on this particular article, and this particular article will give us a new article, which is because of this content spinner. But remember, this is the black hat technique and Google don't suggest you to use content spinner. There is a content spinner named World AI that is quite good. They actually use synonyms, artificial intelligence and machine learning to write a whole article based on the previous article or previous keyword. Next is landing page. So the page on which the user, your user or your client, your customer appears is the landing page. So usually home page is known as landing page. So the first page the user or your customer will be seeing is the landing page. Why I write money page or money site? So if you are an e-commerce holder, if a user is coming on your product page or you are doing the advertisement for that particular product, if the user clicks, suppose you have an ad. If user click on this ad and it will open your website, this is your landing page now. So if user is coming from this advertisement to your page, that is your product, this is your money website and this is your money page. Next is outreach. So this is a link building technique, also known for guest posting. It helps us to create relationship between different bloggers. Like I want to write a guest post for a blogger, or I need a backlink from some different blogs. So what I do is I try to reach some random blogger. I will consider him giving a good 500 word guest post. In return, he will return me a backlink. So that's how outreach work. Means I will connect with several bloggers. I will say, hey, I will write a different article. I will write a 500 word article on your website. In return, I will need a backlink. So the article should be good. The article should not be duplicate. First thing, it should be in his niche, that is his category, his field. If this is a tech blog, his blog is of tech category, we have to write something about tech. So that's how outreach works. This helps to gain relationship with different bloggers, and in long term it's good. Next is PPC and CPC. So these are the method for SEM, that is search engine marketing, and you need to focus on them if you are doing AdWords, that is Google Ads. So they are good, but they are used at later stage. That is, once you are proper in SEO and you want to continue with your website, good promotion, you have good budget, you need to focus on PPC and CPC.